Cyprus and the Troika came in for more criticism in Parliament, but the tone was less confrontational than it had been the day before with Eurogroup President Jeroen Dijsselbloem. Both the ECB and the Commission won some cautious respect from MEPs, but both were warned clearly that they still needed to push harder to keep banking reforms on track. One day can make a real difference, as Eurogroup head Jeroen Dijsselbloem can attest. Both the ECB and Commission members of the Troika reached out to assure skeptical MEPs that they had learned their own lessons from Cyprus and were not simply shifting blame. MEPs remain upset over how the Cyprus rescue package was handled by the Troika and how not to repeat it elsewhere in Europe in future. EU Economic and Monetary Affairs Commissioner Olli Rehn set the more conciliatory tone.
The Commission stands by the Cypriot people to help them through these tough times and to rebuild their economy. We will provide technical assistance to Cyprus through a support group. And I trust that we can count on your support in mobilizing the available resources for Cyprus as quickly and as effectively as possible.
European Central Bank Executive Board member Jörg Asmussen added that on such reforms, accountability needs to rest solely with the EU in future.
In the longer-term future, I would agree with you that we should return to a fully EU-based system, and that leads to accountability to the European Parliament and puts the EU Commission at the center of this activity.
EPP Group spokesman on economic and monetary affairs Jean-Paul Gauzès said the stance of Rehn in particular was notable and welcome in comparison with Dijsselbloem's appearance 24 hours earlier.
Hier, je pense le débat avec le président de l'Eurogroup.
I think that yesterday's debate with the president of the Eurogroup was well listened to outside this building, and the MEPs reacted vigorously. Finally, I think that today we had a positive outcome thanks to our action of yesterday, as the representatives of the Troika were more determined and have shown willingness to act, taking into account the lessons of the recent past.
Sur les leçons à tirer et l'action à mener.
While giving the Troika the benefit of the doubt, Gauzès wasn't entirely placated with the answers he heard.
Aujourd'hui, la Troika a engagé des actions, mais c'est vrai que
today the Troika has taken actions, but it's true that in the medium term we need decisions which sort out the European problems without having to ask for help from non-European institutions with whom coordination would be more difficult.
Parliament bared its teeth over Cyprus this week and won some new Troika support in its bid for a greater role in the future on banking crisis management. In the near future, key decisions are expected on such issues as a single rule book for all EU banks and, more importantly, guarantees on deposits of its most vulnerable and smallest customers. Find out more about the activities of Parliament's largest political force by going to eppgroup.eu. Thanks for looking in, and see you again soon.